what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. We made it. Like 4 episodes now this is. Can you believe the consistency? I mean, from me, I guess he's pretty consistent on Twitch, but yeah. I'm pretty picky about my uploads, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so welcome back. We're having another game that we want you guys to play along with today. And this game is the don't go on the vacation game. So we're going to try to unsell you vacations, and we're going to be doing it to each other as well. Some of the places that we've picked are places that we'd want to go to. Some of the places that we picked are places that are probably specifically not so good for you to go to. And then we're not going to tell you what they are, obviously, because then you'd know.
Until after, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll tell it after. And so, I mean, really, it's just that. You guys got to decide while you're playing along, keep track of it. Tell us where you ended up deciding to go, where you decided not to go, where you wish you had decided to go, and where you wish you hadn't. And you know what? To be honest with you, when I was doing this, there were some places that I picked that I was like, yeah, that'll probably be a wanna go. And then when I was actually looking up stuff about it, I was like, ugh, I changed my vote to actually not want to go there.
Yeah, same with me.
Really? That's interesting. So I picked things, international things, and Rennie did stuff within the United States so that we wouldn't, like, accidentally overlap.
Yeah, I did cities in the United States.
Oh, so I have to guess cities and not states?
You can state,
okay,
but...
I was like, that's hard. I don't know names of cities. Like, that's asking too much of me. And so for mine, I do have specific places in some countries, but I think, like, guessing the country would be enough if you even want. I mean, honestly, it's just kind of like talking about if you want to go there or not. I think will be for the best. So I think I'll go first because I have more done. Okay. Cool. Pick one at random. Okay, so this one is southern.
Okay.
It's cold, dry, and windy.
All right.
There's a lot of wilderness involved. You know, it's just very wilderness-like.
Okay.
It is expensive to get to. You can go, but it's expensive. Actually, to be honest, I feel like I put that as a bullet point for all of mine. I was like every time I'm like, expensive. So I have this question: is anything not expensive?
No.
That's so true. All right. It's not crowded.
That's good.
Yeah. It is not overtaken by humans. Like the wilderness, like I mean it. Like it's.
That's also good.
Yeah. Very good for science. Like a science-y place. It has a lake that never freezes completely, which is kind of neat.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
It's a desert. There's active volcanoes. It's timeless. I'll explain to you after we've talked about where this is. But It is timeless, so you'll have to just take it. You and Chad are just going to have to take with your imagination what you think timeless to be.
All right.
There's interesting colored waterfalls. There are ATMs available in case, like, you get there and you need more money.
Well, that's always a good thing.
There's many conspiracy theories surrounding this place. There's plenty of water. Plenty.
Like an ocean?
Fresh water. Is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
But I won't say no to ocean either. I'm just saying there's plenty of water. There is a town with internet and phone abilities. So if you need, like, internet and phone, there's a town with that.
That's good.
It's pretty clean.
Also good.
It's not a lot of bugs. And there's a lot of meteorites that you can find there. Good place for meteorites. And there's 40 airports you can choose from.
40?
40. This is all of the things that I wrote about this.
Is this a country then?
We're guessing, for me, you're guessing countries because it would be too hard to guess otherwise. So,
Is
yeah.
there any continents that I can
Yes.
get a hint?
No. I'm not giving you any hints for this one.
You said it was southern, so
I
is
did.
it South America?
Everybody lock in your votes if you... Wait, would you go? Before I tell you.
Yeah.
You would go to this? Okay. This is Antarctica.
Oh.
Honestly, like, this was one of the don't want to go ones. Just because it's, so cold and stuff. But I actually think it would be kind of cool to go to Antarctica.
Not like Antarctica.
Yeah, well, I couldn't make it sound like Antarctica too much because you'd know.
Yeah.
And let me tell you a little bit more about it. So there's no time zone in Antarctica. That's why I put on here timeless. How neat is that? Like, what do you mean no time zone? I wasn't aware that there was anywhere without a time zone. This is the only place without a time zone because, like, we could go there and it's basically like time traveling, but not, like, you're just like, dude, I'm not in a time. You can't mess with me. You can't tell me to be at a certain place. I just like that. I mean, I don't know how you go to the airport, but still, it's pretty cool. I was pretty surprised that there were more than 40 airports and that there's a lake there that never freezes.
Yeah, that is cool. I didn't know that.
Antarctica actually has 90% of the world's fresh water, which is why I said plenty water.
That also makes sense because it's all snow and glaciery.
Yeah. Are you happy with your decision to go to Antarctica?
No.
No?
Kind of, but no.
Well, I feel like you can see the southern lights there too, though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we could be in like a really warm ship cabin while we're there, because I think that's pretty much how you do it.
Yeah.
All right. Try to unsell me a vacation, sir.
Okay. Well, I did all this for all of mine.
Okay.
Because I know you don't like people. So I did all the population.
Okay.
First.
Okay. And these are states that I'm gonna guess, right?
Yeah, states. Okay. I mean, they're cities, but you can guess the state.
Because I'm not being able to guess it. Okay, so this is just the population of a city.
Actually should be able to, but it's fine.
The state.
So the city is the 6th most populated city in the U.S. with 1,580,863 people.
Ugh.
But
I don't like that.
It's known for its arts, culture, cuisine, and colonial history.
Vegan food, though?
Yes, there's plenty of that. It contains 67 national historic landmarks, which we liked doing that in, where we used to live.
Okay.
It has ghosts and vampire tours.
Hello, cool. I like that. You're supposed to be trying to unsell me here.
It's one of the top attractions is a penitentiary.
Okay.
So prison.
Okay.
It is the 8th safest city from natural disasters.
Oh my god.
And there's a giant wooden slide.
What?
Yeah.
Giant wooden slide?
It is a pretty dangerous city, though.
Oh.
But everything else.
Oh gosh. Well, at first I was thinking New York City. And then I don't know. And then I was thinking San Francisco. But then, like, you said this weird slide thing, so now I'm thinking, like, Chicago.
Do you want to go there?
No. I don't want to go there. I feel like the slide is ominous. I don't want to go, and I think it's Chicago. What are my results?
It's not Chicago. It's Philadelphia.
Oh, thank God. I'm so relieved that I didn't choose. I don't know, man. The giant slide, I was like, that's ominous. I don't know why that was the thing that really tipped me off that I shouldn't go, because I actually really like playgrounds and slides.
Thought you would like that. That's
yeah, like that there. But for that to be something about a city tipped me off that it was somewhere I didn't want to be. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. And have to say I'm really glad that I'm not going there because I've been in the Philadelphia airport and it was the worst airport that I've ever been to in any state or any country. There was drunk people spilling their alcoholic beverages everywhere, falling over, like just like loudly, like it was so chaotic and nobody was like only the like people were doing something about it. Like no like security officers cared. There was trash everywhere. I'm really sorry if you live in Philadelphia and you love it. I did not have a good experience with it. I'm sure that there's good parts about Philadelphia. I'm really not a city person though.
Yeah.
To be fair. And I also don't like Pennsylvania. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I don't feel like I want to either.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't put the thing in about the bell since it was Philadelphia.
Well, I figured that'd be too obvious.
That would be too. Yeah, that's true. You're right.
I'd say 67 historical landmarks.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna unsell you another vacation. Oh, and chat, make sure you're letting us know if you're going to these places. I need to know where you guys are going. All right. So I have a couple of reviews for this one.
Okay.
Both sides, how to go, and awesome. For most of mine, I just put random little tidbits of reviews. Okay. And then I just have like facts about it. So there's high rates of crimes here. Drugs are abundant. There's over 200 million people. Some waters are polluted, so you need to be really careful where you swim. People are usually late to things here. Like it's not somewhere that you're like, I need a taxi at noon, and you're like, and maybe like 1, 2 o'clock they'll show up. Stores don't have change.
No change?
No change. So like if you go buy something, you better have exact change. There's a lot of paperwork there. Women aren't respected a whole lot. There's a lot of catcalling that occurs. And then there's assassin bugs.
We have those here too.
I just don't like them. Okay, well, I guess I should have been thinking more about you, but I was like, I don't like that. Now we're just on bugs. I just kind of looked up bugs. There's ants that are 1.2 inches and have a venomous sting that hurts for 24 hours.
No. I don't like ants.
There's caterpillars with spikes. There are peanuts that fly. And I am not kidding you. That is what this bug looked like. It is a peanut that flies.
Weird. Yeah. Still out.
There's beetles with really long antennae. And there's tarantulas.
I don't like the ants part, so I'm gonna go with no.
Alright, did you want to try to guess which country this is?
It sounds like
You got the word.
A rainforesty type bug.
Smart, yeah.
All the bugs.
So which country though?
I don't know. The biggest rainforest country is Brazil, I think.
Wait, you decided not to go there, and you know it's Brazil?
Is it Brazil?
It is Brazil.
Oh.
You really aren't going to Brazil. You're right. It's Brazil. I really want to go to Brazil, honestly. Like, I was just, like, looking up all the worst things about it. I would go to Brazil.
I don't like the ants part.
Yeah.
I like the rainforest and the toucans and stuff.
Yeah.
But not the ants.
Well, there's bad things about everywhere. I've always wanted to go to the Amazon rainforest when it's flooded.
Yeah, you can boat through it.
Oh, yeah. Like, that would be absolutely 100% epic. So, I'm sad for you that you didn't go. So, you chose yes Antarctica, no Brazil.
I did.
And so far, I've chosen no Philadelphia. Thank goodness.
All right. This city is, again, with a population, has 337,000 people. So, not in the millions.
Ooh, that's a lot better than your last one, yeah.
It's in a hot, semi-arid climate with mostly dry summers.
Ooh.
There's tons of beautiful spots in nature,
Ooh.
but
Oh.
it's ranked number 2 in cities that have the worst traffic, with an average of 58 hours of waiting in traffic per year.
That's torturous.
And the roads are just in horrible condition
Uh,
and have a bunch of potholes.
oh no.
And it's so densely populated that it's kind of hard to get away from people.
Oh god.
But there's lots of trees, water, and wildlife.
Okay.
And it's very warm and, well, like I said, semi-arid. It's basically a tropical climate.
Oh. I want to say this is Los Angeles, but you said that I'm pretty sure Los Angeles is a really big city with a lot of people. So, like, I don't think that's possible for this one. So, I'm really bad with cities. It kind of seems like it would still be Western, like a California city, though. So, I feel like it's probably a city in somewhere in the West, because if it's arid and it's in the East, I'm flabbergasted. Now, I have to say that the traffic sounds like a Virginia type of ordeal, which I really don't like.
Well,
I bet that this place would be worth it to visit, but I would hate to live there. So, God, it could almost, I would say, I almost want to say it's like a city in Arizona, though, too, like possibly that. Oh boy, it looks like I'm gonna make a bad choice. I feel like you're tricking me into going somewhere I don't want to go. Oh, I'm freaking out. I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick a state because I don't know too many city names. So I'm gonna pick. Oh God, is it? Oh, I hope it's gonna be Vegas, and I'm gonna be mad. No, that's got to be bigger. I'm gonna pick California as the state, even though I think I might be wrong, and I'll pick yes, I'll go there.
Oh, okay. Well, you went to Hawaii.
Oh.
It's Honolulu.
Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna put like there's volcanic ash and stuff, but I thought that would give it away.
Semi-arid?
That's what I never
said. Honestly, I never would have guessed Hawaii. Which city? Yeah. Oh, Honolulu? That's semi-arid?
That's what it said.
Okay, I would have never, no matter what you would have said, I would have never guessed anywhere in Hawaii. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would totally go there. That's awesome.
Well, you chose it, which is good.
Well, I better not live there because we learned from our last podcast that we could be fine for not having a boat.
You just have to get a boat.
I'm not getting a boat. I can't afford a boat.
It's too richy there anyways. There's like no middle class at all.
In Hawaii? Or just Honolulu?
In Honolulu. It's mostly just
I live on the Big Island. I want to live on the Big Island. That, like, I would like that. But also, I'm not going through that thing where they take away my cats at all. Like, don't touch my cats, so I can't go. I just can't. All right. So our next one.
Mm-hmm.
The reviews are peaceful and fantastic and beautiful. Okay. And it's like a specific place in this country, but then the rest of it is just about the country. Because I couldn't find a review on the overall country. So, okay, George Orwell lived here for a few years. It's an active earthquake zone. Ooh, I like this one. You make kissy noises to gain the attention of others, like waiters. So, like, if you're at a restaurant and you need, like, your drink refilled, you go, and that's how you gain attention.
Weird.
Yeah, I like that one.
Fun, but weird.
You may lose electricity while you're there. Okay. It has a half an hour time zone.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it's like somewhere like
see
super
how it's
north.
Like 8:30 right now. There, it would be like on an hour. I don't know on which hour, but it would be on an hour.
So it would be like the day would be like noon to 1, and then noon again, and then or midnight, and then 1.
No, it's just like a half an hour off of everybody else.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, all mine are like weird about time. Garbage collectors don't exist. Yeah.
I think I know where this is, but I can't remember.
Astrology is a big deal. I keep thinking I have more facts about it. the cars on the road aren't built to drive on the side of the road that you drive on. So it'd be like driving our car, but like in England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like so in England, they do drive on the different side of the road of us, but the thing is their cars are made for that. So so this is kind of problematic. It's considered disrespectful to touch anybody's head there. To never touch anybody's head there.
Okay.
The preferred method of carrying things is on your head, speaking of heads. Internet and phones are pretty much a no. It's just pretty much a no. I mean,
yeah.
It's expensive. There's a lot of noise and pollution. And it's very hot.
Very hot?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking this was maybe somewhere in, like, Europe. Maybe, like, Norway or Denmark or something, but then hot.
I'll give you a hint. It's in Asia. Yeah.
I've seen pictures of people with like, carrying shit on their head.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's restricted to just one country.
Yeah,
though.
but I don't. It was in a warm place. I just don't remember. The phones and internet aren't a thing there.
They're pretty much a no.
So it's probably like the desert.
What do you think? Do you want to go?
Kind of, but not really.
Well, you have to decide a yes or a no. You too, chat. Decide before I tell you where it is.
I don't.
Yes or no? You cannot fence.
No.
All right. I'm going to tell you because I think it's too hard to guess.
Is it?
Go ahead.
Too hard to guess? So have I never heard of this country
No,
before?
I think just countries are hard to guess. But
Saudi Arabia?
No, it's Myanmar. It was one of my no's because when I was in college, I did a big report on this and learned that it was like pretty kind of scary. But actually, as I was researching it, I learned that a lot of good things have happened there in the past few years since I've done that report. So it's not so bad now. So I'm kind of like, okay.
What did it used to be called?
Burma.
Burma, that's what it was.
Yeah, apparently our country still calls it Burma, but they call it Myanmar. Therefore, it's Myanmar.
Yeah.
Duh. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like this one was one that I specifically chose for like a no. But after researching it, I'm kind of like, well, maybe.
All right. This city only has 14,000.
Ooh, I like it already.
A lot less people than my other one.
Yeah.
So far. There's a lot of nature nearby, including a large lake and a lot of waterfalls, a lot of trees.
Ooh.
The summers are hot and humid, with the highest high on record being 97.
That's a pretty low highest high.
The winters can get cold and snowy.
How cold?
I didn't get exactly how cold, but
pretty cold,
okay. Yeah. There's beautiful rock structures and trees. And skiing is available in winter. No, you don't ski, but, that's a thing. What?
I feel like this is Ellicottville.
The city is decorated in a lot of art pieces and sculptures, but the bad things about this are that it's a crime index of 14, which 100 is the safest.
Oh my god.
And there's a lot of drugs in the city.
Is this Ellicottville?
It's not Ellicottville, no.
What? First of all, I think it's somewhere in New York. Second of all, I'm not going because I think it's in New York.
I really tried to look up good things about Olean. It was really hard.
I have to say, I should get a half a point for guessing Ellicottville. You said skiing. Olean doesn't have skiing. That's Ellicottville. Okay?
No, it was in the area.
No. Oh my god. Okay.
It was really hard. There was like 10 places to go.
Only in New York,
it was
you guys, too, for everybody who doesn't know where that is, because most people are lucky enough not to. Might I suggest never going there? I strongly recommend not going there.
It was like Rock City, and that was it. And then I just kind of was like, oh, there's
Yeah.
a lake, and then waterfalls.
That's not even in Olean, though. You
Well, I said
cheated.
in the area.
Cheated. Such a cheater. Well, I'm so glad
Well,
that
there
I
was
chose.
nothing to do, so
I
I was like, I don't know. I have
I
to
would have
kind of
thrown a cow if I would have
improvise.
chose to go there. I would have thrown an absolute cow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't fall for that. Oh my god. Okay. Chat, I'm really sorry if you fell for that. Please stay safe. Please stay safe. Oh, don't die. Alright. Here are a couple of reviews. Great time. A must do. Okay. And then here's my facts about it. It's not a big deal to see someone walking around with a machete because it's the duct tape of this country. It's slightly smaller than Lake Michigan. Every radio station plays the national anthem every morning at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Until a few years ago, wearing shorts was a sign of disrespect. Pedestrians are called targets, and speed bumps are called dead people. So that tells you a little bit about that.
I think I already know what this is.
Where are you thinking so far?
I think it's. Well, should I say it?
Why not? You can take a guess. I'm not going to tell you either way until I'm done.
I think it's Costa Rica.
Okay. Ice cream flavors include goat cheese, sour cream, chipotle blueberry, and more.
Ew.
There aren't really street names or addresses, apparently. Prostitution is legal, but possession of pornography is illegal.
Okay.
In most areas, you can't flush toilet paper.
Mm.
When raising glass to say cheers, you look the person in the eyes or you experience 7 years of bad sex life. Does this explain anything for anyone in chat? Let me know in the comments below. There's 2 to 40 earthquakes a month.
Mm.
People like to run around and get hurt by bulls. It's like a thing. I don't know. It's just a thing. Drinking and driving is legal.
Oh.
There are many bugs.
The Costa Rica or Spain? Only because of the bull thing.
You have to get it has some of the most poisonous snakes in the world. It says poisonous when I looked it up.
Well, it's venomous.
Look, I just wrote down what I was told.
Well, the website's wrong.
Ugh. The fruits and vegetables have a lot of pesticides. And there's a lot of rain.
Yeah, I think this is Costa Rica, and I would go there.
Winning. That was Costa Rica.
Yeah, I figured, because you told me a lot about it.
I love Costa Rica. I've been there, and I have to say, I went a few years ago, and I know that I wore shorts. And I didn't know that wearing shorts used to be considered problematic. And it was like, 2005 or something when I went, so I'm kind of concerned that I might have been offending people because I was wearing shorts. I don't really know, but it was 10 out of 10 recommend going to Costa Rica. It's a really good, like, chill, relaxing, easy place to go that you're just like, wow. Like, I would live there. Hands down.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
All right, so this one the city has kind of a lot of people, 463,000.
Okay.
And it's the 6th most densely populated city in the U.S.
Ugh.
But it has a tropical climate with a wet and dry season with no snowfall on record.
What?
Yes.
I can't even fathom where this is. Oh my god, Florida.
Lots of water and palm trees with a lot of great beaches.
Florida.
It's a really good place for diverse food.
Florida.
But the waves are rarely high.
Pensacola.
There's bugs everywhere, including tons of mosquitoes. And it's one of the biggest drug cities in the United States.
Oh.
With a crime index of 6.
Oh my god. I am gonna not go. First of all, you're supposed to be picking some that I'd want to go to, but I'm not going. I'm not going to this one. I believe it's Pensacola.
It's not Pensacola, no.
That was my guess. You gotta tell me in chat.
It's Miami.
The waves aren't big in Miami?
It's what it said, yeah. People apparently like
Huh.
rush when it's like knee high because it's exciting. I was
Yeah,
gonna
but
say that it's flat too, but
that's
that
the
would have given it
Atlantic
away.
Ocean in Miami, though. Like Pensacola's the Gulf. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, I was pretty close. I mean, I had the state down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going. Honestly, Florida would be less bad to visit than New York. Like, I wouldn't be too mad about it. I still don't really want to go to Miami. I wouldn't be like, if it was like free, I guess
Yeah.
I'd be okay with it.
I think I would go because
I
just
wouldn't I
because.
wouldn't spend my money on it. I would go for
Yeah.
free.
Same.
Alright. Okay. So, this place is currently 34 degrees as we're speaking. Reviews: a splending place and long stairway to climb. Oh, and this is an actual place within a country. I did the whole thing on this one place. And now there's a story about this place.
Okay.
A king was having a hard time finding a place for his grave, right? So he found this guy and he was like, show me a good place for my grave or get beheaded. So he walked over to a place that guy suggested, and then he signaled back to the guards that he liked it. So the guards misinterpreted the signal as him not liking it, and they chopped the guy's head off. So when the king came back over there to thank him for showing him a good place for his grave, he saw his head was chopped off, and he was like, oh my. So that's how this place arose.
Okay.
It's a secluded place. Not a lot of food. Government officials watch over all the tourists, and it's illegal to not vote. And although I did put thing like almost all that is about a single place, which I will tell you what this place is, but you can only guess the country. There's no other way.
I think I know where this is.
Yeah.
Is it in Peru?
No, wait. First, are you gonna go there?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my
I'll
god.
go. Isn't it Machu Picchu?
So it's North Korea.
North Korea? Oh boy. I just thought it was Machu Picchu.
Oh boy. God. Oh, I hope you survive your trip. I kind of like, I thought for sure, I was like, he's gonna know this is North Korea.
It was the stairs thing.
Government officials watch over all tourists.
Well, I don't know.
Like, you can't do anything without them watching you. Like, it's legit.
Well, I thought, like, it's kind of a delicate area. Makes sense.
No, the whole country. And the specific place in the country is Tomb of King Kongan. Is the one that I was looking at.
And you said specific place. That also made me think.
Yeah, well, it was a little hard to do research on North Korea. There's a lot of it that was, like, too bad to include on this. Yeah. No, like, please don't come at me, North Korea, because pretty sure maybe I'll like bleep out.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, you say that, but
all right. So the last place that I got.
Oh my god, we're already on your last place.
Yeah, we are. Well, I didn't find a whole lot because I don't know. I didn't find a whole lot, but this place has nearly 600,000 people.
Okay.
So kind of big. But its name comes from the Algonquin word meaning good, beautiful, and pleasant land.
What the hell's Algonquin?
It's a Native American tribe.
Oh.
There are 17 breweries you can visit. This place is specifically known for basically beer brewing.
Okay.
So, it has a cold, windy, snowy winter, but warm, humid summer.
All right.
Again, with the beer, it was once home of 4 of the world's largest beer breweries. And it was the breweries started from Germans who came over here and started a lot of breweries.
Okay.
And it has a bronze statue of the Fawns. Just doing the A.
Like pointing finger. You gotta describe. Yeah. You can't point your finger at a microphone.
Well, I was describing it to you, but yeah, that's a good idea. It is the 8th most dangerous city.
How was the weather again?
It was cold, windy, and snowy, in winter, but hot and humid in summer.
You know that you're supposed to be unselling me a place that I would go, right? Oh, I guess you did Hawaii. You only did one place.
I was looking for the good places, and then we just decided.
Because I can tell this is a place I don't want to go. I'm having trouble with this state though. It sounds awful. Is it Kansas? I can't. There's no city.
Kansas.
Well, my guess is Kansas. I can't take it back. And I'm not going. And chat lock in your votes.
It's Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm really glad I didn't go to that. That sounds absolutely awful. Like I just picturing just flat in my head. I've never been to Wisconsin. Have you?
No.
I don't really know what's in Wisconsin that's good. Like, my only experience with knowing anything about Wisconsin is Wisconsin Death Trip by Static X. And I feel like that they named their album that means that it's bad and you should not take a trip there. So I've always thought, Wisconsin is not for me because Static X had warned me about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can probably make one up from a state.
Sweet. You can do that after I do one.
Okay.
Gonna be winging it, bruh.
I can probably make it up for 2 more. This will be states.
Okay. All right, so this one that I have, it's currently 45 degrees there.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's some reviews. Iconic experience, not to miss. Get there early for best experience. Here's a note about it. There's 2,000 religious places. Now I'm going to tell you about the bugs. Because I like the bugs. I've done a lot of bug research today. I felt like bugs are important in unselling people a vacation. He's nodding.
Oh, yeah.
You have to pretend like I'm blind during this.
Okay.
I don't have eyes. All right. So, there are large groups of cicadas that tend to die in great numbers, and they fall from the trees like rain.
You like cicadas?
Falling from the trees like rain?
I don't like that part.
I'm afraid of dead bugs. Just picturing this kind of sends me into a state of shock and panic. Kind of terrifying. There are stink bugs the size of a small child's face, and I did see a photo to, there was a child behind it, and it was about the size of that kid's face, let me say. It was like smiling at it through a window, and I'm like, what are you smiling at, kid? You are about
Australia,
to die.
where everything's huge.
There's caterpillars that cause you to feel electrocuted. Like, that's their, sting. You feel like you're being electrocuted. I feel like that's... I to be real with you, I kind of want to meet one of those caterpillars.
I don't. Electrocution doesn't sound fun to me.
Cockroaches, obviously. Where it doesn't... Oh! Antarctica only had the one bug. Just one.
What bug was it?
I don't know. Can't remember.
How
Just a bug.
Is there even any bugs
there is. There's one bug there. There's leeches that can come at you rolling at high speeds. So these leeches come at you. They see you. You're out. You're taking a walk. You're minding your own business. All of a sudden, there's a leech at the top of that hill that sees you. So it starts barrel rolling at you like, I'm gonna fucking get that guy. Dude, I don't know. I don't know how this exists. I just wrote it down. And I was like, I do not like that. I do not appreciate that. There's spiders, up to a foot wide.
No.
So this
is Australia.
Pretty good. Centipedes, including giant ones, 25 inches. Giant hornets, and the direct translation of those hornets is giant sparrow bee.
Pan is giant bees like that.
And then I've got a couple more factoids for you here. People bump into each other a lot. Everything is expensive. I wrote that down for everything. There's crowds, vulnerable to earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, landslides, liquefaction, and typhoons. I don't even know what liquefaction is.
This is Japan.
And a lot of materialism.
This is Japan.
You going?
I mean, it's Japan, so yeah.
It is Japan.
I thought
Good
so.
choice.
As soon as the people part, the bees kind of give it away too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go to Japan.
I'd go to Japan. I don't. The cities, I think, would be kind of rough because people bumping into you, a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, Did you want to wing it?
I'll wing it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, this will be a state.
Okay.
Um, there's lots of trees.
Ooh, I like that already.
Um, it is. Well, I don't want to give that. Let's just say there's a lot of water, and
Okay.
also a lot of mountains and volcanoes,
California
which you like. No.
or Alaska. You can't say no until we're at the end where it's my turn to guess.
Well, I don't know how much I can do with this one.
Okay.
All right.
Let me know. I'm gonna guess through it, but tell me when to actually guess, and then tell me no.
Okay.
Well, don't tell me no. Say, would you go there? Because you can't tell me where it is until I know.
Okay. The summers are very warm, of course.
Okay.
And I imagine the winters are kind of mild. Maybe
What?
they can get bad, but kind of mild.
So not Alaska.
It is, well, I guess the major city is really good with food, specifically our food.
Vegan food.
Yes. Um, that's all I can come up with. So
All right,
we
you
should go
already
there.
said this wasn't California. I guess I'll
Yeah.
go there. I don't know what state it is at all because where else has volcanoes besides California and Alaska? There's not any mild winters in Alaska. I can't.
Well, I imagine there's mild winters.
I would because like I know there's like volcanoes in that place, where Wyoming or whatever,
Mhm.
and that's cannot have a mild winter. That's got to be cold for like. Okay, this it's a place that doesn't exist, and yes, I'll go. So tell me where I've gone.
It's Oregon. There are volcanoes in Oregon.
There's
I
not
was literally
mild
just looking.
winters in Oregon.
That's why I said might be mild winters.
We're like next to Oregon.
Well, yeah, and it's mild. It's not like only in cold. So that's why I said I don't know.
I should have made you clarify like what you meant by mild. I feel like
Yeah.
robbed, but I did say it would go.
You did
so I
say
guess
it would
that's
go.
fine. I would go to Oregon. I've been to Oregon. I think it's pretty cool. It does have pretty good trees. All right. So this one, the reviews say wonder and birthday weekend. And now here's some facts about it. And this is a specific place. Utilized in World War One. It's crowded. Customer service is bad. Very loud. And this is not the specific place anymore, but like the place that specific place is in. Random business hours. Expensive, always. Gray skies are common. Difficult to get a table at a restaurant because people just hang out there after eating and then they don't leave and they don't care. And like waitresses don't work for tips, so they don't care if people leave it either. There's a lot of leaks, which I thought was really weird. Like that was a common when I was researching this. People were like, "It's leaking. Everything is leaking." It's difficult to eat vegan, or if you have any other dietary restrictions, you're gonna suffer. Traffic is terrible. Pollution is bad. Air quality is terrible. There's a lot of tourists. There is long lines. I cannot express to you enough. Like, if you've ever been to a Six Flags on a bad day and there are lines, that is nothing compared to the lines here. Let me tell you.
This is a good place that you're trying to make me not go to, but I don't know.
There's a lot of dog poop. Very windy. There's pickpockets.
I don't think I would go.
All right. Where do you think it is?
I don't want to get pickpocketed. And dog poop is disgusting.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea.
You want to just pick a country? I'll give you a hint. Europe.
Oh, okay.
I would say famous city even. Because I base it all on a city. A very big Europe travel destination. It is Paris. And it was one that I was so this one I was like, yeah, and Eiffel Tower. So apparently
Yeah.
the Eiffel Tower was a World War One antenna. I
Don't
didn't
know
know it was
anything about
functional
it.
for anything. So that was crazy. So I was thinking like, yeah, Paris, that's fine. Everybody wants to go there, right? But then I was researching and I was like, I kind of never want to go to Paris.
I want to
It
go to
just
France. I don't really want to go
sounds
to
like
Paris.
it sucks. I've been to France. France is okay. Like in the countryside of France, like that was cool. But I don't really know that I want to go to Paris. I would say yes to France, but probably no to Paris. Honestly,
Yeah.
there was a lot like there's a lot of stuff in there about the Mona Lisa and how terrible it is to go see. Absolutely terrible. You go in and apparently it's way too crowded. You're getting seizures from the flash of all the
yeah.
pictures, even though you're not allowed to take pictures. Like, it sounds really bad. And then you're just like, you feel cheated because you're just like trying to peek over everybody to get in.
Yeah.
Like, there's such a long line. You've wasted your time. I kind of wanted to put the fact in about the one woman who really, really, really loves that tower.
Would've. Well, I guess I got it anyways. But
Yeah. You did. You did good with that one.
I've gotten France both times.
Maybe you should go to France.
I don't want. Well, I do, but I don't want to right now.
So what's out of any place, including or not including the places that we've talked about today? And at chat, let us know what places you've chosen to go in the comments below. Like, where would you want to go? Because now we've unsold each other vacations. Like, where's your biggest want to go on a vacation?
So just in ours or just anywhere?
Anywhere.
It's a good question.
Wow. This
I
is so sad.
Don't.
Alexa, play Despacito.
No.
You haven't even thought about vacations you would want to go? Would you want to go
No.
somewhere like warm or cold? Like, what would you be looking for?
This is weird.
Oh boy.
Well, I don't know if it's weird. I had a friend in no, it was middle school. He went to Africa and went to Kilimanjaro, and I kind of wanted to go there.
That's
and
a mountain,
I still
right?
do, yeah.
What do you do there?
Well, you can hike up the mountain, which he did, but there's like, lions and shit. I've always wanted to go see, that.
Remember how we talked about elephants on last podcast?
And elephants too.
An elephant has climbed the Eiffel Tower for some reason.
What?
I don't look. Okay, I don't know why elephants are involved in everything.
How does it support? Well, how does it climb up there? First of all,
I don't know. I've never been to the Eiffel Tower. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't say. Well, it seems like it'd be tight. I don't know. I haven't been there. Luckily. Ooh, it's like really polluted in Paris, apparently. It's like one of the most polluted places ever. It's like competing with China.
Competing with China?
Yeah, like it's really bad.
Why?
What?
China has all those like factories and the 2
I don't
billion
know.
people.
Paris is sucking at pollution somehow. So that's really sad. So if I could go anywhere on vacation, it would obviously be space. I have been in a panicked meltdown about space.
On this planet.
Why do I have to choose on this planet? Okay, no, listeners, we haven't talked about this on the podcast yet. There is a space hotel opening up. I just want everybody to know that I need you to donate a couple of $1 million because I need to go to space. Like, I can't. That's the ultimate escaping the entire planet. If I could escape the entire planet, that's like, I've never been money motivated, but I want to go to space so bad that I kind of am like, how do I figure out money?
Like, okay, did it say how big the hotel was? Like, how many people it can fit?
I don't even give a to be honest.
Because you're just going to be on a crowded space station with a bunch of millionaires. I mean, you'll be in space, which is fun, but
it's only for like 14 days. Look,
14 days.
You have your own room. You have like your own bedroom.
They need to make one on the moon, and then give you space suits where you can just go wander the moon.
Well, that would obviously be epic, but I just want to go to space. Like, so I really like riding in planes. I used to take flight lessons. So to ride in a space shuttle, I would just, I would love it.
they make like Star Wars ships where it doesn't seem like, you're blasting straight up, then yeah.
No,
I don't
I'm.
I don't think that it's like ultimate turbulence. I don't like turbulence.
Help me torture Rennie
And you're
and send
going
us to space
7
because I'm
miles per
not going
second.
alone. So he's coming with me. So this is happening. We're gonna go to space. That's where I would go. I was like on Earth. Maybe I'd want to go to Pumapunku, which is like this really cool place in Bolivia, near Peru. Yeah, Peru. It's been a while. It was on Ancient Aliens. Honestly, the reason that I like it is because it's like ruins that are really confusing, and I've always really liked Latin America. I took like a course on Latin America in college, and it was just really cool learning about it. It's nice. It's like warm, and there's rainforests, and I really like trees.
Don't want to go to Kilimanjaro.
Is
I
there
don't know
trees?
why. I mean, there's different trees than we've ever seen here, but I think it's on the
Are there a lot of trees? Are they big?
plains. I don't know if they're big. They're like those. There's like these weird, kind of like the what are those ones called? The big wavy looking ones.
Joshua trees?
No, those aren't wavy.
I don't know. I was just coming up with a name
They're
of a weird looking tree.
they're branches that are like
They look like waves.
kind of, and it looks like hair. I can't remember what that tree is called, but they kind of have those.
Hmm.
But they're like bigger.
Oh, by the way, I want to know what time it is in Myanmar right now. What time is it in Myanmar right now?
I don't understand. Myanmar.
What time is it in Burma right now?
It's 11:39 a.m. in Naypyi Tom Myanmar, Burma.
It is.
Yeah, see, it really is a half an hour off.
Because it's 9:09 here.
I actually kind of feel offended that Siri doesn't want to tell me what time it is in Myanmar and will tell me what time it is in Burma.
Well, do it again. But let's say Myanmar this time, because last time she said Myanmar.
What time is it in Myanmar?
In Naypyi Tom Myanmar,
Yeah.
Burma. It's 11:40 a.m.
It only said Myanmar now.
She's just trying to she's like trying to save face at this point. Like, no, I was gonna show you. I swear. Yeah, I don't know. Like, and I want you guys to tell me below where would you go if you could go anywhere, and why would you go there? What do you like about it? Do tell me which places that you were unsold, which places that you wanted to go and didn't want to go on our list that we did too. I almost did wanted to do space because you guys, I'm freaking out. Like, I go to bed, I think I have to get to space. I wake up in the morning, I think I have to get to space. I've never been this obsessive about anything in my entire life. If I would have known as a child that space would be an option for me to go to, like, I was always realistic. Like, I'm not going to be an astronaut. If I would have known I can get to space as a tourist as a child, I would have been like, all right, well, I'm really not money motivated, but I am now because I have to get to space and that costs money. I really wish that I would have known so that I could have just prepared. Like, I would have been like getting all A's on everything, and
I want to go to space, but I want to go to the planets, not just orbit Earth. I want to go all of them.
My God, can't you just take what's available?
No, I can't.
You don't even want to go to the space hotel, though.
I do, but not as much as you.
I can't. I don't know how I'm gonna live. Like, I'm gonna be, when it opens, if I have not figured out a way to be a millionaire by that time, which, you know what? I actually think that it's feasible that I figure this out because I am absolutely psychotic about wanting to go to space. I feel like that's what it takes. It's that level of insanity to just, like, make you figure shit out. But, like, if I'm not, when it opens and I've not made any progress and I don't expect that I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna throw the biggest cow ever. Like, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna be seeing people going up to space and I'm just gonna be so jealous. I'm gonna lose my mind. You guys can expect that I'm gonna be vlogging from space. You best believe I'm gonna record a ton of footage all the time. Well, not all the time, because you gotta experience it too. But it'll be fun to record footage up there. So, y'all need to send me to space. Yeah. So, if you guys have made it this far in the podcast, you are a legend. Comment I'm a legend down below so we know that you made it this far. We really appreciate you guys coming in and listening while we're still figuring out this whole podcast thing. And I mean, I'm still having, seems like it's going pretty good for me. I'm enjoying it, so you guys better be enjoying it with me. I would appreciate that you are enjoying. But yeah, and also if you guys have some topics or some like games that you'd like us to play and cover and do with you guys, I really like to do when the chat is involved and can say, "Oh, I liked this or this." I feel like it makes it more fun. So I would like to continue to just come up with dumb ideas like I have been, but I'm always open to more ideas. So I'm Irrational Rationale. I do a lot of music, and you can catch me at Irrational Rationale over on that channel over there. And this is
Ren TV.
R3NN TV.
Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
Weekdays from like 6 p.m. Pacific to whenever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at promoting my own stuff.
Go to his stream and type !quote in chat. It will not do you wrong. That's what you need to do. So yeah, go ahead and follow and subscribe and all of that cool stuff. So close your eyes. You've just listened to the greatest podcast of all time. It's not a goat, because that's silly. It is a cat, because cat means greatest of all time. And those of you that think otherwise cannot spell. You've enjoyed the podcast so much that you've hit the subscribe button. And you've even hit the bell notifications. Why? Nobody knows, because the bell notification is completely useless and pointless and only works when YouTube wants it to. But you've hit that bell, and you hope, beyond the point of hope, that you will get the notifications for this epic podcast. As you see the time tick by, you begin to hear the most wonderful outro to ever pierce your ears. With the greatest excitement, it's bittersweet, because although the outro is the best outro you've ever heard in your entire life, it means it's over. The most wonderful candy bar that you've ever tasted. You've devoured it. But luckily, you can just vomit up this candy bar and eat it all over again by hitting that little circle-y repeat thing at the end of this. So in that way, this is better than that candy bar. You're not going to gain any weight. You especially won't gain weight if you do it again. There's no reason to feel guilty. Okay, bye.
Bye.